Hello and welcome to The Book Was Better, where we're fixing today's movies one book at a time. Well, it was bound to happen eventually. One of my most hated writers was bound to show up here. My only concern now is that I'll have to review the same thing 10 times in a row. Yes, Nicholas Sparks has certainly made a name for himself. He's written 17 books since 1996, but only one, maybe two stories. Now how's that possible? Because he keeps writing the same shit over and over and over and over. Now, I won't say the story he's written is terrible, just mind-numbingly average. But the fact of the matter is that he keeps using it over and over and over. Now, I might seem a little focused on his repetition. Well, that's because Nick Sparks really showed his hand in an interview for USA Today back in 2010. Quote, "Romances are all essentially the same story. You've got a woman, she's down on her luck, she meets the handsome stranger who falls desperately in love with her, but he's got these quirks. She must change him, and they have their conflicts, and then they end up happily ever after." He also claims he writes love stories and not romance stories because you read a romance because you know what to expect. You read a love story because you don't know what to expect. Now, I'm not saying that Nicholas Sparks is a liar, a hypocrite, and completely full of himself, but... No, wait, that's exactly what I'm saying. This guy sucks! This guy is the most formulaic writer I have ever seen. You know exactly what to expect every single time he writes a new story. When I read the book, I tried guessing what page certain plot twists would occur on. And I was close a few times! The last song was written in 2009 and was turned into a book practically overnight. It came out as a movie just 6 months after the book was published, mostly since Sparks wrote the screenplay before the actual book. I think the only way you can sell out harder is if you handed the script over in a set of lingerie. And you're welcome for that horrible image. Still, I guess that would technically make this more of a book adaptation from a movie. Or maybe the script came out before the book, but the book influenced the script. Hell, I don't know! All I know is the book was better. The book was better. Mocking other people's work for your entertainment. The movie stars Greg Kinnear, Liam Hemsworth, and Miley Cyrus. Oh god, this is great. Thanks to her, I have plenty of material to use for jokes today, and I am going to abuse the hell out of her VMA performance. So, let's not waste any time. This is The Notebook Part 14, also known as the last song. So we start in Georgia, where we see two kids being driven by their mother to go visit their estranged father. The younger is Jonah, who's here to get all weepy-eyed and earn sympathy from the audience later on. And the older is Ronnie, played by Miley Cyrus, fresh off the set from her latest music video. Oh, this is gonna be a fun day for me. They arrive at their father's rather large beach house, and we get to meet Steve, played by Greg Kinnear. He looks like he's doing pretty well for himself since the divorce 3 years ago. Strong, healthy, and has a nice home with waterfront property. You almost can't tell that he had none of this in the book! In my Aragon review, I said that small details like how a character looks is a minor change. However, in this case... I'll just save it for later. Ronnie blows off hanging out with a father she hasn't seen or even talked to in 3 years to go sulk on the beach. She lashes out at everyone who isn't her and wears dark, brooding colors. That's because she's an independent flower, a rare gem who's tortured by the mundane. She's a musical prodigy and even got into Juilliard. She reads Anna Karenina and doesn't like being hit on by muscle-bound surfer boys. She's a bitch, but she's a deep, complex bitch. So Ronnie explores the beach festival, giving us several choppy introduction scenes. We meet Will and Scott, as well as other important characters from the book, like Blaze, Marcus, and Ashley. These characters all have entire chapters dedicated to them, and their perspectives weave throughout the storyline and have an impact on Ronnie's life. It's a little different in the movie, though, but we'll get to that. So Ronnie meets Blaze, and because she's also a deep, tortured soul, they go shopping together!
How much? 20. Too much.
Oh, wait. I'm sorry. Today was great.
No, stop.
It's okay, I do it all the time.
No, I can't. I already got busted once.
Oh, so now she admits it? You see, Ronnie said this in the beginning.
Does Dad know she was arrested?
Jonah, I didn't do it, okay?
Kinda weird how she contradicts herself like that, isn't it? I thought her admitting to the crime in the book made her more of an adult and thus more interesting. This is just the start of her quick descent into character mediocrity. And here we have Marcus, Blaze's boyfriend. He has a thing for fireballs. And I'm not kidding, in the book, almost every scene he was in, he was playing with a fireball. It's almost like he's the kind of psychopath who would burn down a church and cheat on his girlfriend.
Did you just say yes?
Stop it.
And this man will be our antagonist for the day. After a day at the carnival, Ronnie comes home in the wee hours of the morning to her father playing the piano, but finds something unexpected in her bedroom.
Before you get completely grossed out, you should know I'm in here.
Get out of my room.
This is our room, okay? If you want to sleep in Dad's room, that's fine.
Wait! Are you telling me that a house that big has only one bedroom for the kids? Did they have to make room for a Starbucks? And this leads me to one of the biggest problems I have with the movie. Ronnie is such a contemptible bitch. I mean, she was bad in the book, but they at least gave her some reasoning for the book. Here, she's just lashing out for the sake of lashing out.
Well, it's almost 1 o'clock, so
Oh, you don't have to wait up for me, Dad. I'm not 12.
I wasn't worried about you when you were 12.
Oh, and now you are. I don't want to be here. Is that not obvious?
Quite. What isn't obvious is why. You need to establish these things if we're going to end up sympathizing with the main fucking character. Ronnie blamed her father for the divorce because she was told he had an affair, but there's absolutely no mention of it here. As a result, Ronnie just looks like a terrible person.
Are you gonna play? Are you going to play? Because if you are, I'm sleeping outside.
So it's about this time that the script finally slows down and we have a chance to breathe and see more of the characters. Ronnie's out and about exploring the beach when she finally finds her calling.
Must have found a turtle's nest.
Duh.
I'm not going near it. It must be sick of something if it's out in the daytime.
Duh.
Sure is enjoying those eggs.
What?
The raccoon's eating the eggs? Why did no one tell me? Ronnie decides to step in and protect the eggs, covering them with a shopping cart, and calls the aquarium.
Yeah, I'd like to report some sea turtle eggs outside of my house.
What?
You said outside my house. I like that.
God. There's being a nice guy, and then there's being so mushy you make a Care Bear throw up. You've been pretty sympathetic so far, Steve. Do not make me change my mind. So Ronnie really takes to watching over the turtle eggs, reading books and checking up with them.
Did the aquarium call?
I don't know.
Oh, crap.
Hey! Hey!
Wait, did she just see through the walls? And how did she see that far away? I'll admit my vision isn't the best, but I'm pretty sure she'd need binoculars to see that far away.
Hey!
This latest attack prompts her to stay out at night and fend off any raccoons that come by. Or she runs screaming. That works too. She wakes up to Will nudging her.
What are you doing here?
Okay, there were raccoons out here all night.
Really? Where are they now?
I scared them away.
I might have a running gag in the making here. So Will explains that he ran into her again because he volunteers with the aquarium. This would be a little less weird if it didn't keep happening. Sure, when he runs into a girl multiple times, it's cute and charming. When I do it, I'm stalking girls and get hit with several restraining orders. What is your secret, you beach-dwelling Adonis? While Will goes to work on the turtle nest, Ronnie goes into town where Blaze runs into her. She's still mad about the little misunderstanding with Marcus, so she slips a $2 bracelet into Ronnie's purse.
Blaze, the guy's a creep. He was the one that was coming on to me. Why would you want to be with someone like that anyways?
Excuse me?
What?
I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to check your purse.
I did not take that. I didn't take...
You're gonna have to come with me.
Now, in the book, Sparks used a few old CDs worth far more than a bracelet and the threat of going to court to keep Ronnie from running away. It forced her to confront a very serious difficulty and reveal some character growth. Let's see how the movie handles it.
The store is a friend of mine. I'll talk to him.
And that's the last we ever hear about it. Oh good! I wanted our main character to remain an unlikable bitch! So Ronnie spends the night outside to watch the nest again, where Will... Okay, Seriously, why are girls hot for stalkers? Between this guy and Edward Cullen, I think I should stop trying to pick up girls from the bar and start trying to pick them up from their bedroom window.
You're not okay with this, are you? Then we'd better maintain visual contact.
At least the cameraman agrees with him. So rather than talk to establish a relationship, Ronnie and Will just bask in each other's presence, hoping that the light guitar music will do the talking for them. But Steve isn't crazy about this.
Good evening.
Take off your top and get killed by Greg Kinnear.